in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibiting that talent in the NFL.
That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, Stafford, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Stafford sacked.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And pass will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Akers.
Number 23.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 17-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rams 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
Jones.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
30-yard line.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ball carrier.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Giants 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have... a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jones now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for C.J. Board there. And now it's second down.
He was defended by
Throwing again. Jones. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
incomplete.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk Robert Woods. Touchdown, Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And down he goes ease on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
30-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made at the...
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 35-7 was your final in a one-sided affair. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I'll give him 14 on that one and a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7. Jones nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jones pass. Fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete to
13 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
13 yards. First down.
Throwing Jones. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Giants 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Raymond Calais on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The 44-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers.
Number 23.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Stafford. And it's caught left side. It's Rollins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Complete to
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
first down, New York.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And now Jones opts to keep this.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's up and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Pettis now on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On the draw, this is Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 47.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Riley Dixon now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Quick pass to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
31. Giants 6.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jones looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Jones pass.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by John Johnson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 41. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
New York.
A draw play here, Lewis. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The ball carrier.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard.
Jones.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis.
Jones
He'll
pass.
get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones will drop it underneath to Goldman. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
6.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Barkley, the Giants.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle to Smith. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Pettis once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
By Jalen Ramsey.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football outside the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan,